What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix new series, I Am Not Okay With This, Season 1. Hey, before you watch this review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screener to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore I will honor their request. I mean, it's kinda tough to do this review, to be honest, because I'm not even allowed to talk about the biggest and the craziest part about the lead character, Sydney, so I have to sort of tiptoe around it. But let me put it this way. Even if you haven't read the graphic novel on which this show is based, but once you've watched it, it is so obvious that it is influenced or it takes inspiration from a certain Stephen King classic masterpiece. But the overall question is, do I enjoy I Am Not Okay With This? And the answer is, hell yeah, I do! Co-created by Jonathan Entwistle and Christy Hall, and based on Charles Foreman's graphic novel, I Am Not Okay With This is an irreverent origin story about a teenage girl named Sydney, played by Sophia Lillis, who's navigating the trials and tribulations of high school, all while dealing with the complexities of her family, her budding sexuality, and mysterious superpowers just beginning to awaken deep within her. Co-starring Wyatt Oleff and Sophia Bryant. It makes sense that when you've seen any advertisement about this series, you would notice the words, "From the producers of Stranger Things and the director of The End of the Fucking World." Well, for one, just like The End of the Fucking World, each episode of I Am Not Okay With This runs only about 20 minutes long. No more, no less. On top of that, it has supernatural elements, and that is where the Stranger Things comparison comes in. But I Am Not Okay With This also has its John Hughes vibe to it, which I know that is something that every high school teen drama aspires to. But I Am Not Okay With This really makes the effort to pay their homage to John Hughes in a way that's hard to overlook. Now, if you watch this show and you go, where have I seen those two leads before? Well, that's because Sophia Lillis and Wyatt Oleff were both part of the cast members of It movie franchise. And their characters on this show are extremely entertaining. Wyatt in particular plays Stanley, who's part dork but part cool because he never apologizes for who he is, and he doesn't hide the fact that he's super duper into Sydney. Sophia has to perform basically on the opposite end of that spectrum because her character Sydney is moody and suspicious and is angry at the world, and she only lights up when her best friend Dina is around. The energy and the dynamic between Sophia and Wyatt will easily draw you in, even if you find the overarching story to be just okay. These are two of today's talented rising stars, and so watching them bounce off of each other are definitely the highlights of I Am Not Okay With This. I can't say more about the supernatural aspects without going into spoiler territory, but let me just say that I think the writers did a good job of balancing between what can be perceived as mildly scary and the excitement that comes from finding out that something really cool had just happened. This show is fun, but it's also intense. It's got mystery, it's got suspense, but it also has all the elements that form an entertaining teen drama. There's a jock bully, there's crushes and rejections. There's that one token teacher who takes his job too seriously. I don't know if I Am Not Okay With This is the next Stranger Things, but I'll definitely say that I can't get enough of it. Which is why it's a huge bummer that each episode is only about 20 minutes short. It goes by in a blink of an eye.